As the sign says, howdy folks, and welcome to Golden, Colorado. I'm your host, Lysa Johnson, on today's American Dream. Many of you may know Golden, Colorado because of the iconic Coors Brewery, or maybe the Engineering School of Mines, or possibly just because it is the gateway to the Rocky Mountains. But today, I'm going to show you some other behind-the-scenes type of places. They're some of my favorite in this little town. This quaint downtown area definitely has kind of a historic Gold Rush era vibe, and it is home to so many cute shops and restaurants, breweries, wineries, you name it, it's here. They even host festivals throughout the year, parades, an art festival, and my favorite, the Goldens in Golden, which happens every February when thousands of golden retrievers fill these streets and just make the most adorable photo opportunity. Right in the heart of downtown Golden is Clear Creek, which used to be for gold mining and irrigation to farmers, now is used just primarily for recreation. If kayaking's not your thing, there's a lot of other options as well. You can do some stand-up paddleboarding, canoeing, tubing down this creek as well, or just a simple hike with some beautiful views. And once you're done with your outdoor hike or whatever it is you want to do, be sure to stop by one of the breweries, my favorite being our next stop, Holidaily Brewery, and let's go meet the owner there now. And here I am with owner Karen Hertz from Holidaily, and I just wanted to thank you for meeting with us today, and I'm excited to talk to you. I've heard a lot about your beer.
Thank you.
And first of all, what was your inspiration to get this going, and how many years ago?
Well, we're excited to have you guys. Really, it was a combination of my education and my work life and my personal life. I have an MBA in entrepreneurship. Awesome. I worked for another brewery you probably heard of from Golden called Coors for about 10 years.
Okay.
Never heard of them. So I had beer industry experience.
Okay.
And then I ran into health issues. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor.
Oh my gosh.
First thyroid cancer and then melanoma.
Wow.
I had surgery and radiation treatments for both, but was ultimately told I needed to cut gluten out of my diet.
Okay.
So I'm working at this brewery here in Golden, and I love beer, and I love the Golden beer scene and the Colorado beer scene, and there were no great gluten-free beer options, and so I challenged myself to figure out how to make great award-winning gluten-free beer, and we opened in February of 2016.
Okay.
Here in Golden.
All right, so 8 years ago you've been here.
Yes.
And how exactly do you make beer gluten-free?
Yeah, I mean, all beer really is made with water, grain, yeast, and hops, and the grain is the issue. So most beers are made with barley or wheat, and those are the ones that contain gluten, and so I needed to find a replacement. And so we found gluten-free grains that we can use in our beer, and we use primarily millet and buckwheat rather than barley and wheat, and then the rest is all still the same, so water, hops, and yeast.
Okay, so you're in Golden. What brought you to Golden? Have you lived here forever? And what do you think about the whole brewery scene here?
Yeah, I mean, Golden really, the biggest centerpiece of Golden, of course, is Coors, so it really was built around, it used to be the capital of Colorado, but it was built around this brewery, and so there's just this whole ambiance of go on a bike ride, go on a hike, and then have a beer.
Exactly.
And so that was
perfect
really,
day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just totally a part of my social life, and it draws people here to visit, but it draws people here to live too. And so now there's about 9 different craft breweries in addition to Coors in this tiny little town. But it really is just, it's kind of a mecca for amazing craft beer.
So how did you come up with the name Holidaily? What is that?
Yeah, Holidaily, I liked the name 7-Day Weekend, and it was too long. So I'm like, we gotta think of that thought, and we came up with Holidaily, like every day's a holiday, or make the most of every single day, especially after being sick and not ever knowing what's coming around the corner. I think it's worth just making the most of every day.
Well, thank you, Karen, for meeting with us today, and thanks for being an inspiration here in Golden and around the country, really, and for making some really good beer.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Come again.
Okay, we will.
Cheers.
After a long day of shopping, eating, drinking, and enjoying the creek, you could actually come home to this beautiful new listing just blocks away from the downtown area we were just at. We are at 706 Elm Circle in Golden, Colorado, and this beautiful, luxurious townhome was just recently renovated with a beautiful new stone fireplace, the white oak floors, and this total chef's kitchen. This kitchen is wonderful for entertaining. It's got this giant island, a beverage fridge, all the updated and stainless steel appliances, and this doorway out to the patio for entertaining all your friends and family. I love that this home has a main floor primary suite, but there are also 2 secondary bedrooms upstairs, a nice open loft, and some beautiful views. Thank you for joining me today on this tour of Golden, Colorado. I hope you also enjoyed this beautiful luxury townhome that I showed you. I'm just gonna sit in the backyard and enjoy the views of Golden from their backyard. And until next time, I'm Lysa Johnson, your host for The American Dream.